What's going on, everybody? NOSfusion here. Today we're going to take a look at the Lenovo X140e ThinkPad. Here on the left side of the laptop, we can see that it has one VGA port, two 3.0 USB ports, one Ethernet jack, and also one 3.5mm headphone jack. Here on the right side, you can see it has an SD card slot, full HDMI out, USB 2.0 with power, then a spot for your AC power supply, and then a Kensington lock. Inside this little guy, you're going to find an AMD A4-5000 CPU, along with Radeon HD 8330 graphics chip. It supports 4 gigs of RAM, has another slot to throw in another 4 gig stick for a total of 8. The screen is 11.6 inches at 1366 by 768, so it is technically high definition. It does have a 500 gigabyte hard drive at 7200 RPMs, which can easily be upgradable to SSD if you choose to do so. Mine shipped with Windows 8 Pro, but that doesn't mean it's ready to go out of the box. I had over 85 updates just for Windows 8 alone, which took 2 hours to download and install. And then once I got those installed, then I had to download Windows 8.1. And then after I got 8.1, I still wasn't ready to go. Then I had to update my drivers for Lenovo and AMD as well. After a grand total of 5.5 hours worth of updates, we are finally ready to play some games. The first game we're going to check out, Age of Empires 2, HD Edition by Steam. As you can see, it does stay locked in right around 30 to 35 frames per second. I did notice, however, that when you had multiple units on the screen at once, frame rates do drop down closer to the lower 20s. The next game we're going to check out is Castle Crashers. I've always loved the Castle Crasher soundtrack. It's probably the best part about the game. The next game is Risk of Rain by an indie developer that I'm not sure who it is, but who cares. This game also supports the Xbox 360 wireless and wired controllers. As you can probably tell, the Lenovo X140e ThinkPad isn't designed for heavy gaming, like ESO or World of Warcraft. Although, I wasn't willing to sit through the download for ESO, I did try it on WoW, and it did seem to play okay on the very lowest settings, although it's not recommendable, you can't really do all that much with it. So for casual Steam indie type games, quote unquote lighter games, no problem. We're locked in at 30, mostly 60 from at least the games I've tried to play. I found mine for $280. Right now they're hovering at about $350. A few people on Amazon or even Staples.com is trying to charge $500. But if you go directly to Lenovo's website and you order from them, sometimes you can get a deal on there, and the deals only last about an hour or so. So I was constantly looking day in and day out, and I finally saw one at a good price, so I decided to lock it in and make my purchase. Thanks for checking out my review of the Lenovo ThinkPad X140e. First review! Woo!